Hey guys, and welcome back. I haven't done one of these videos in a long time, but I thought it was a good opportunity to do a Fast 5 Friday video, and today's Fast 5 is going to be my top 5 drugstore long-wearing foundations because it is Foundation February and it is a Friday, so this is the Fast 5 Friday today. I cannot believe I haven't done a Fast 5 video in like forever, like months. Hopefully today's video will be helpful for you guys. I, for one, really like long-wearing foundations. I like it when foundations can last me through like a 10-hour workday. It's just more comfortable and I feel more confident when I know my foundation looks good. So I changed my setup. I've decided that I kind of want to use this background when I'm filming videos where I'm not actually applying makeup, and on days when like I have sun coming in through my living room balcony window. And I recently got flowers for Valentine's Day. I put a nice hope candle up and I got a new picture. Anyways, I thought I would just use this background again. So in case you guys forgot, Fast 5 Friday videos are basically where I talk really briefly about 5 things, 5 products. I'll link my playlist to other Fast 5 videos down below so you guys can check it out. The first foundation I want to talk about is one of my like all-time favorite foundations, and I've talked about this guy so much, like a lot. And this is the Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. I have mine in the shade 320 Warm Golden, and this one comes in a glass jar and only has that moussey cream consistency. I think this foundation is one of the best at the drugstore. It is pricey. It's like around the $20 Canadian range, and it only comes with 23.7 milliliters, whereas like a standard foundation at the drugstore comes with 30. So it comes with less product, it's more expensive, but it is so good. I love this foundation. I love it in the summertime because it lasts through sweat, it lasts through heat, basically stays like concrete on your face for an entire day. It definitely lasts me up to like 16 hours sometimes when I have super long days. Summer in general, when the days are longer and you're out for longer, definitely like to apply it with a sponge more because it's pretty thick. It's very full coverage. It's one of those foundations that can look a little bit heavy if you use a brush, but it's going to last you through anything. It's such a long-wearing foundation. Even with the price point being what it is, I would still recommend it because I just think it's really good. Super underrated, but a great foundation. Next, I wanted to talk about another all-time favorite. This is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25-Hour Foundation. I have mine in the shade 200 Soft Beige. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that this is like one of my absolute favorite foundations. It lasts a very long time on my skin. It feels comfortable. It doesn't look cakey or look heavy on my skin, and it also has really good coverage. It's with 30 milliliters and it's about $9 Canadian. If you haven't tried this foundation yet and you're looking for something that's going to last you through a 10-hour day, a 12-hour day, this is the one I would recommend. Good in the summertime because it's going to last through heat, last through sweat. I do like their new one, but this one just holds a soft place in my heart because it's one of the first foundations that I really fell in love with. Just an overall great foundation from the drugstore. Next up is the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I have mine in the shade 303 Nude Beige. I actually did a video on this one, so go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Didn't wear well in that video because I actually got sick. I had like some weird kind of like food poisoning episode and my skin got all clammy and sweaty, so I don't think this one lasts through sweat. Definitely not going to be the best one to wear if you're really hot or really sweaty, but on an average day, I think this one's really good. It got me through an entire day without starting to look a bit like your foundation has been on too long. This one will definitely last me through about 10 hours and still look good at the end of a work day. It also has really full coverage, but at the same time it has a really lightweight feel. It does not feel heavy. It does not feel like you're wearing foundation at all, which I think is so cool. It's one of the only foundations that I've noticed this happening where it's like full coverage, but I can't, if I didn't know I was wearing foundation, I would not know that I had something on my face. Like, it feels that weightless. It is a strange consistency. It's a very like moussey, creamy consistency. So I would recommend using a sponge to apply it. And it's a little bit more pricey at the drugstore, but I do think it's worth it because it feels like a better quality than a lot of other drugstore foundations. All right, we are wrapping it up. My fourth favorite long-wearing foundation is a new one. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. This one is really good. If you have not tried a Maybelline foundation out of all of their foundations, this one is the best in my opinion. It is full coverage. It's going to last you a super long time, 10 to 15 hours at least. It does not look cakey, it does not look heavy as long as you don't apply too much. That's always the trick with these foundations because they're so full coverage and they're meant to be long wearing. You don't want to layer so much product on because by the end of the day, no matter what, if you've applied too much, it's going to start looking cakey, even though it's long wearing, if that makes sense. Across the board, I would recommend you use a sponge with these foundations and you keep it to one layer, maybe like add a little bit more coverage onto the areas you need it, but do not apply too much. I find my skin looks really good by the end of the day. Like when I come home from work, I don't look greasy. It hasn't like faded anywhere. I didn't mention, but I have mine in the shade 120 Classic Ivory. Definitely my favorite Maybelline foundation formula. The next foundation I want to share with you and the last is actually a bit of a cheat because I don't like either of these two foundations alone, but I do like them mixed together. And these are the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte and Pro Glow foundations. Pro Matte I have in the shade 104 and the Pro Glow I have in the shade 203. I don't like either of these alone. This one I feel like emphasizes texture and it just looks weird on my skin, like it doesn't sit well on my skin. And this one I find is just a little bit too greasy. Together they are like the perfect combination. They make the most beautiful satin finish. They do last a long time, about 10 to 12 hours on my skin. They both claim to be a medium coverage foundation, but I do find that they cover up really well. Again, L'Oreal is so expensive at the drugstore, so definitely wait for these to go on sale if you're interested in them. You get the 30 milliliters of product, but it's just, I don't know, it's just overpriced. I think these two together make the most beautiful long-wearing foundation. Alright, that sums up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you're looking for a long-lasting, affordable foundation, I hope you got some inspiration from this video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to see more, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!